At Israel & Co, we empower leaders and future leaders to travel to Israel.
We specifically target top-tier graduate schools because of their track record in producing future leaders.
Once we find these leaders in the different campuses and they create their own leadership teams, we fly all these leadership teams to New York for a 2 days intense leadership workshop.
The picture that is drawn of Israel sometimes in the media is very one-sided, so you don't get a clear picture.
I want to know more about what's beyond the news, what's people's life look like.
This trip is very focused on policy, it's very focused on law, it's focused on understanding the country. This is the trip that we wanted.
They don't want a cut and paste, romanticized view. This caliber of leaders want to see it all and decide for themselves.
The success of this trip is really dependent on the trip leaders in business, law, and policy. They are the power behind the trips. From the moment that we start working with them, we will provide them a lot of tools, but at the end of the day, they have the power and they have the responsibility to make it happen.
We want an iTrek to be an experience that students talk about, that look forward to. The weekend workshop, we introduce our leaders to an extensive set of tools that we've created for them in order for them then to go and design the itinerary of a lifetime.
Predictably, leaders leave the workshop totally motivated, but then the amount of work sets in. Questions start arising like, how do you build a balanced itinerary? Now we step in again to guide, to open doors.
We are quality control. So if we see a trip that veers way too much to a certain direction, or that's too jam-packed, or actually it doesn't have enough content and speakers, that's where our mentorship comes in.
An approved itinerary is our product. It's our stamp that this trip has everything. Fun, context, history, professional relevance, aha moments, in short, impact.
After 6 months of planning, over 2 dozen iTreks just landed in Israel. Here we go.
On the first day, we sat in the sun in Tel Aviv and he gave us a crash course in 2,000 years of history.
Just like as you go through, there's a lot of kind of epiphanies, I guess, or you just get struck on a deeper level and you relate more.
It just opened my eyes dramatically. And now I can take this back home and explain it to people and say, you know what? I saw it, I was there, I felt it, and I embraced it.
And all you hear about on the news is the conflict and the tension and the anger. And to come here and see a lot of the peace and the harmony and everyone living and working and playing and singing and dancing together was really special.
Discovering everything that has really shaped this area has altogether been a very powerful experience and something that I'm going to take with me years beyond this trip. iTrek has found a way to take an entire incredible part of the world and condense it down into a palatable taste that while it's not the full course meal, it is something that I'm going to be able to remember and feel.
90% of our participants are not Jewish. We are way beyond the choir here.
And then they get back and join an exclusive community of leaders from the top schools in the world who all have one thing in common: a passion for Israel.
We work with students from the top-ranked schools in the US and internationally because we know that these people are going to be leaders very soon. We know that these people are going to be politicians, they're going to be business leaders, they're really going to be influentials in their communities.